Hi friends, welcome to Stay Stitching. My name is Carla and I'm glad you're here. I have some exciting news today. I'm going to share a few of the fabrics from Mayfield Fabric Supply's very first order. Now I have to tell you something funny about our very first order. We have orders coming pretty much throughout the summer, but the first one that we got, my husband and I are school teachers, and we just started this business because I just wanted to, and it'll be great for us to work on when we're retired. And we were really enjoying it so far. And so we spent this X amount of money, and to me, this was like a huge amount. And I kind of pictured in the back of my mind that when the order was delivered, that they would be backing up like with a semi truck and bringing a pallet of fabric. You know, that's what I equated this amount of money with in my head. And so when we got our first order, it was just a FedEx guy, and it was just a box. And my 14-year-old and I, my husband was out of town, we just got the box by the straps on it and brought it on in. So that was kind of funny, expectations versus reality. And however, I love everything we got in the first order. I love it. And I'm really pleased with it because it's a little bit nerve-wracking to choose the fabrics. You're like, you know, I know what I like, but this isn't the, all my pattern examples are falling behind me, but this isn't just like the Carla Mayfield, you know, storeroom of fabric. I want other people to like what I bought. And I know that other people like different things than I do. And so it was kind of nerve-wracking, and I did choose a lot of basics, primarily basics. But the first two fabrics that I'm going to share with you today are not basics. They are beautiful. They're rayons, 100% rayon, and they are called Kyoto Rayon Yoryu, and that Yoryu is spelled Y-O-R-Y-U. And I do not know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, and I apologize if I am not. I just don't know how to pronounce that word, but I know beautiful fabric when I see it, and this fabric is beautiful. So let me show you the first bolt. So this is the first one, and you guys, if you could feel this, it's just lovely. It just feels fantastic. The colors are gorgeous. There's this beautiful turquoisey blue with pinky corals and some yellow, all on a white background. This fabric is somewhat sheer. Well, not somewhat, it's pretty sheer. I mean, it's not organza sheer, but it's sheer. You'd have to wear a slip with this if you made a dress with it. And it also looks like gauze. I don't know how well you can see that. But it does have some woven in wrinkles, which, I don't know, can rayon possibly get more comfortable than it already is? Well, I think so. If you weave some wrinkles into the fabric, I guess it can. So this fabric, I do have some patterns to show you, but off the top of my head, a couple of patterns that I don't have would be the Eve dress by Sew Over It, because I just think this fabric would be exquisite in that dress. You would have to wear a slip underneath it. I think this fabric is too light and too fine to line. I don't think it could stand up to a lining. But I think it would be beautiful in the Eve dress. Another thing that I think would be ideal for this fabric is the Ogden cami. And one reason why I think the Ogden cami would be fantastic for this fabric is that it is a little bit spendy. This is going to be the most expensive fabric in our shop. And so, you know, you're going to want to either be sewing a smaller yardage item, or an item for a special occasion, or something that you know that is going to be worth it because you absolutely love it. This is a fabric that you're going to want to sew a tried and true pattern in. So what might I sew in it personally? Right now I'm sewing a blouse from Love Notions. It's my first Love Notions pattern, and it's called the Harmony Blouse, and I'm sewing it out of a normal rayon challis. And if it fits well and looks pretty, I think I might sew one of those out of this, because I think that the Harmony Blouse would be gorgeous in this fabric. So that's something that I would sew out of this. And let me show you a couple of other patterns. My pattern pile fell down, so, okay, here we go. I think this fabric would be really great in a tunic. And this tunic has a nice open sleeve. There's this view here, here, and here with this floppy neckline, which I think would be really pretty. The one with the little collar, yeah, I don't know if that would work. This is an extremely lightweight fabric, and so I think you're going to want to stay away from things like collars. I would not add the D-rings and the sleeve tab to this fabric, I don't think. I would make the arms plain like this, and then if I wanted them up, I would just roll them up. But otherwise, this is a very drapey blouse pattern, and I think it would be nice in this fabric. This one, I think, would be even more ideal. I think this one would be perfect for this fabric. And this is Butterick 5855. Did I say what this other one was? It's Butterick 5826. This one is 5855. I got this at a thrift store. You can see I paid 49 cents for it. And every single one of these views would be absolutely exquisite. Hope I'm holding this up right. My last video, I showed you guys a whole lot of stuff off camera because I'm super professional like that. You can count on me. So I think this would be exquisite, every single one of these.
You're holding it off camera.
I'm holding it off camera?
Yeah.
Oh.
There you go.
Okay. My husband just came up the stairs to double check. So there's the line drawings for that one. I'll try to remember what angle I'm at. I probably won't. I'll probably be showing you stuff like this the whole video. Okay, I have another Kyoto rayon Yoryu. This is probably my favorite fabric that we bought, and that's saying a lot because I bought all of my favorite fabrics. This fabric is stunning. When I saw it, I was flabbergasted. It is exquisite. I can't even describe to you how beautiful it is. There's butterflies and dragonflies and all kinds of absolutely gorgeous flowers. I'm going to show you one layer. How do I do that? I'm not doing that very well. There it is in a single layer. It's got magnolias and birds of paradise and I don't even know what all kinds of flowers. And as soon as I saw this, I was like, we gotta have this. And like I said, it's the most expensive one that I bought, and both of these Yoryus. And this one has the gauze texture to it, just like the other one. But you guys, if you have a tried and true drapey, flowy top or dress pattern, or you have a special event to go to, I highly recommend that you treat yourself to this delightful, delightful fabric. Fabrics like this is the reason, one of the reasons why we sew, because something this beautiful brings so much joy. This is an amazing fabric. So let me show you a couple of patterns that I chose. Again, this is the same fabric as the one I just showed you. So Eve dress, Ogden cami, anything super light and flowy. The two patterns that I showed you. And then I pulled a couple more. I pulled this fun 80s dress. This is See and Sew by Butterick 6163. I got this at a thrift store for 49 cents. And I like it for this fabric because of the flutter sleeves. What I would do with this, and I would do this anyway because I would not go around with this sailor collar. I just wouldn't. It's just not my jam. I would get rid of this. I would either put in a bias neckline finishing, or I would see what kind of facing this pattern comes with, or I would cut this off and flip it under to act as, I don't know what I would do, but I would not put that on. But the full swingy skirt. Now, this fabric would be outrageously expensive to sew because, I mean, this pattern, because the dress calls for, in the smallest size 45-inch fabric, 4 1/8 yards, and then in the largest size 5 1/8. And so, yeah. And I don't know how wide that is. That information will be on the website. I don't want to keep you here all day long. But I still think that a pretty flowy dress like this is kind of the 1980s version of the Eve dress anyway. And so they have a lot of similarities, but something like that would be beautiful. This is a nice, fun tunic. This is a Easy Stitch and Save by McCall's M5912, and it has a bias neckline facing. So you make bias tape out of the self fabric. And then what I like about this one, I'm not sure I would put the pockets on, but there's a nice big back space to show that beautiful fabric. And it has a self-lined yoke, I believe. And so I just think that would be incredibly comfortable to sew and, I mean, to wear, and really beautiful in that fabric. So there's one. Now, this next fabric that I bought was the main one that I bought for me because I wanted to have it, because I want to learn how to sew jeans. My favorite jeans are Levi's, and my favorite pair of Levi's is getting a little worse for the wear. And we, at my school, we wear jeans on Thursdays if we want to. I don't wear jeans every Thursday, but we can if we want to. And they're getting a little bit too ratty to wear to school, I think. And so I thought this would be the time that I would make myself some new jeans. Now, one of the things I don't like about my Levi's is that the fabric is very thin, and it doesn't do a fantastic job of hiding bulges, because I might have a bulge or two that needs hiding. My thighs are not what they once were. And so because my thighs are an area of concern, and I remember the last time I said that, so many of you were chuckling in the comments. You thought that was funny. And you shared with me that you have areas of concern as well. I think at this age, regardless of what your figure is, things have changed enough so that most of us have an area of concern. I say, do your best to look your best and move on. And so I chose denim that is, it's either 12 or 12.5 ounce, I can't remember. And it's 95% cotton, 3.5% poly, and 1%, it's 95.5% cotton, 3.5% poly, and 1% spandex. And it's very heavy. The obvious candidates for this fabric would be the Closet Case File Ginger jeans, or the Mimi G jeans, or the seam work, their denim jacket. I can't remember what it's called, but it's a fantastic jacket. I need to sew that up. That jacket would be ideal, and I have some old patterns for denim jackets. All of those would work. I didn't pull one, but all of those would work. And then Cashmerette just came out with their release. I think the release before the Ipswich swimsuit was the Ames jeans. And I have those. And so the Cashmerette Ames jeans, this is what I'm going to sew. And I bought the pattern, and I bought the video class, and Cashmerette does sell denim jeans kits, but they were out of them when I bought this. So I just went over to Closet Case Files and I bought their denim kit. And it says, Denim Hardware Kit. Our hardware kits include everything you need to put the finishing touches on your professional looking me-made jeans. And Closet Case Patterns has so many sew-alongs and tutorials and stuff. They're just really highly thought of. And this has the, it has the zipper, it has the rivets, it has the button, and it has denim needles. I didn't need denim needles. I have a bunch of them. I don't know why. Never sewn denim before. But anyway, so that little kit, and it was like $7.50 or $9.50 or I don't know. So got that. I'm going to show you the fabric, but I'm going to show it to you when I'm done talking because the bolt weighs a ton. If it's 12.5 ounces a yard, and there's what most bolts hold 15 yards, that's a lot of weight. I pulled this pattern. Oh, I love this sweet pattern. This is a redo of a 1970s vintage pattern. It is Simplicity 8073. I realize that this would be kind of stiff. I realize that at this weight of denim. But if you washed and wore that, how fun would that age? This, if you made this dress, this little pinafore out of this denim, it would last for 20 years. I mean, it just would go on and on and on and on. And so I definitely would not make anything long out of denim this heavy. But this little dress right here, you could of course make it out of linen or chambray or cotton. But if you wanted a real solid denim pinafore, this would be ideal. I think the Colette Phoebe, which is one of the cutest little pinafores, or it's a jumper. We call them jumpers. That's what I called them growing up. And you have to wear a little shirt under it. That Phoebe is delightful. And I've always wanted to sew that up in like a flannel or wool or a velveteen, cotton velveteen. It would be a staple all throughout the fall and winter sewn in this heavyweight denim. So there's just a few ideas of what I might consider doing with this denim. And now let me show it to you. Get ready. I got it. Wait, I got it. I'm getting it. Okay. 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 I got it. I got you, baby. I got you. I'm not going to let you down. All right. So I went with a standard dark indigo blue. This is my favorite color of denim to wear. I like denim to be as dark as possible when it's new because I have a serious relationship with denim as it ages. I love to see wear patterns and fading. I love to see seams kind of start to go. I just, you know, fray a little bit. And I think if you just really love denim, then you love all of those things about denim. And so since I really only wanted to start with one denim, this is the one I chose. And I will probably add lighter weight denims to the shop because there are times when I would want a lighter weight denim. And so this is what I got. And that's a big girl right there. I did look at Cone Mills actually, and I might actually carry that sometime. They didn't have there. It's hard to get. It just isn't always available. I think they just let little bits of it out. And I looked at some, I can't remember if it was white or natural red line denim, but I wasn't ready to start with that, even though it's summer. If I could only have one denim, that was going to be the one that I got, because that's the one that I want to sew jeans out of first. And after I get that done, I will of course share all of that with you and let you know how I liked it, if it's comfortable to wear, what I think. And if I decide it's too heavy, I will let you know. I'm never going to try to fake you out or manipulate you or anything like that. I will give you my absolute honest opinion on it once I get it sewn up and actually wear with it. I think it'll be fun to sew with. I think it's going to be a dream to sew with. But all right, I'm going to show one more fabric to you today, and this one is also incredibly, incredibly comfortable. This is called Double Gauze Chambray, and I got it in indigo. I got a lot of indigo because you cannot go wrong. For a small fabric shop just starting out, if you need basics, you can come to us and you're going to get a nice quality linen or whatever it is. We've got some t-shirt fabric. We've got some things that we're going to be bringing to you. But it's not like we can buy a whole line in every single color. And so who doesn't want indigo? It goes with everything. This is a double gauze. This is what the back looks like. And there's the front. It's beautiful. It's so soft and drapey, and it's interesting because, and those of you who have sewn with double gauze, you may already know this, but I didn't, because double gauze is not that easy to get. I know a lot of the girls get it from Japan or Miss Miyake, or I can't remember what that one website is. Miss Matatobi? I can't remember, but I know that people get gorgeous double gauzes from there. But what I was going to say about this fabric that is so interesting is that it is somehow incredibly cool and comfortable feeling, and yet cushiony, plush, and comforting feeling. I can imagine making a loose beach cover-up to put on over a swimsuit, and it would be so soothing and comfortable on sun-soaked skin. I mean, it's just delightful to feel. I love you, double gauze chambray. And so this one's going to be fun. This would be out of anything, any light or flowy. This is heavier than the rayon, the two rayons I showed you at the beginning. It is somewhat sheer. I believe you would have to wear a slip if you made a dress out of it. But, oh, this is beautiful fabric. So there's that one. And what would I sew with it? Oh, this one, I pulled this one for the denim. Let me back up. I forgot to show this to you. This is a vintage one. Again, I paid 49 cents for this. This is Simplicity 8740. Look at those skirts. Look at those skirts. My husband's standing behind the camera pointing at me. When I show you stuff like this, he's going like this. Can they see it now?
Yes. Thanks,
honey. So cute. They call it a pants skirt. Misses and women's pants skirt in 2 lengths. Now, looking at the pattern pieces, there are only 6 pattern pieces. I love this. Love this. And I think this might be cute in that denim. It would definitely be cute in a very heavyweight linen. I just wanted to show that to you. I think that would be super cute in denim. All right, so for the double gauze chambray, this cute dress with the flowy skirt, and I think I might actually put that white collar on there. I might do it. I don't know that I would put the cuffs on there, but white with that indigo chambray would be absolutely adorable. If you didn't like the collar, you could certainly leave that off. It's got a really pretty full skirt, and I just think that would be super cute. That is See and Sew by Butterick 6166. That one's a bit of a fabric hog. But, you know, when you see a skirt like that, you know you've got a fabric hog on your hands. But that's not an expensive fabric, so that would be okay. And it would be super comfortable, and it would go with every single pair of shoes you owned. every single pair. And that fabric you could wear with your white canvas tennies. I'm a Superga collector. I continue to buy different colors of Superga tennies. They're my favorite, and I would totally rock a pair of white canvas Supergas with that dress. And then this Lisette Butterick 6168. I love this dress. Love it. I think it is absolutely ideal for this fabric. I mean, I think that they are a match made in heaven, and I love both the dress and the top, and I need to make both of them because, wow, I really love this pattern, and I think that it is a match made in heaven for that chambray. I also think that I have probably talked your head off enough today. I hope you can see how excited I am about our new fabrics. In a couple of days, I'm going to bring you a few more and also show you some pattern pairings for those. You can check out the website. We should have, at the very least, we should have the 4 fabrics that we showed today. Those should be up and ready to go, and I hope that you can swing by and have a look at them, and that if you know anyone else who sews, maybe you can tell them that they can find some really fantastic, high quality, mostly basic fabrics. I know the first 2 rayons I showed you were hardly basics, but everything else that you're going to see from me could be considered a basic. There's one small exception, but anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you're having a fantastic day and doing lots of sewing. Stay stitching.